A true legend of the screen, David McCallum passed away at the age of 90 on September 25th in New York due to natural causes. This man had a storied career that spanned decades, leaving an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. Born in Glasgow, Scotland in 1933 to two professional orchestral musicians, David's journey began at the Royal Academy of Music. But here's where things get exciting. David's big break came with the espionage series The Man from U.N.C.L.E. He played the Russian secret agent Ilya Kuryakin, partnering up with Robert Vaughn's American Napoleon Solo. Spies never looked so good. From there, he ventured into film, gracing classics like The Great Escape, The Greatest Story Ever Told, Freud, and A Night to Remember. He wasn't just a big screen star. He made appearances in popular TV shows like Sex and the City, Law and Order, and The Outer Limits. Plus, his voice was pure gold, lending his talents to animated series like Ben 10 and The Replacements, not to mention narrating countless audiobooks. Now, his crowning achievement in recent years was NCIS, where he played the beloved Chief Medical Examiner Donald Ducky Mallard. Talk about a memorable character. David graced us with his presence in a whopping 457 episodes over 20 seasons. Oh, and here's a fun fact. He recorded 4 albums in the 60s, and one of his songs, The Edge, was sampled by none other than Dr. Dre for the iconic opening of the next episode. That's some musical history right there. To top it all off, David proved he was more than just a pretty face by publishing a novel in 2016 titled Once a Crooked Man. So here's to a man of many talents, David McCallum, whose contributions to the world of entertainment will forever be cherished. Remember Nashawn Breedlove, a multi-talented artist known for his role in the iconic film 8 Mile? He sadly passed away on September 24th at the age of 46, leaving us with some memorable moments from his career. Now, if you're a fan of 8 Mile, you'll remember Nashawn as Lotto, a rapper from the Detroit group The Free World. He faced off against Eminem's Jimmy in one of the film's climactic rap battles. Remember the part where he compared Jimmy to that dude from Leave It to Beaver? Classic. Ultimately, Jimmy triumphed over Lotto before taking on Papa Doc, played by Anthony Mackie. But Nashawn wasn't just a movie star. He also made his mark in the music scene. Under his stage name, Ox, he contributed to the soundtrack of the 2000 film The Wash, which starred Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. His performance on the track Don't Talk Shit showcased his musical talents. Now, the news of Nashawn's passing was first reported by TMZ, stating that he passed away peacefully in his sleep at his home in New Jersey. His mother, Patricia A. Breedlove, confirmed the heartbreaking news on Facebook, sharing, "It is with a heavy heart that I share the news of my beloved son Nashawn Breedlove's passing." She noted that many knew him by his aliases, Lotto and Ox, and described Ox as a name that echoed his resilience and determination. Terry Kirkman, one of the founding members and singers of the 60s folk rock sensation, The Association, passed away on September 23rd at the age of 83. The news came straight from the band's Facebook page, where they shared their heartfelt condolences and the sentiment that Terry's music will keep his memory alive. Terry's journey began in Kansas back in 1939, but he found his musical calling in the sunny streets of Chino, California. Teaming up with fellow musician Jules Gary Alexander, they headed to Los Angeles, where Terry had the unique experience of playing in bands with none other than the legendary Frank Zappa. Talk about a musical melting pot. Before the Association, there was a band called Inner Tubes, and this ensemble had some incredible talents passing through its ranks, including Cass Elliot and David Crosby. That group transformed into The Men. But the real magic happened when Terry Kirkman and Jules Gary Alexander came together to form the Association in 1965. The Association quickly rose to fame with hits like Cherish, a gem penned by Kirkman himself, and Along Comes Mary from their debut album, and then Along Comes the Association. The band's talent and charisma earned them 6 Grammy Award nominations, with 3 nods for Cherish alone on that debut recording. So here's to Terry Kirkman, a musical pioneer who, along with the Association, left an indelible mark on the folk rock scene of the 60s. Sad news in the soap world, folks. We've lost Billy Miller, a talented actor known for his roles in daytime dramas. He passed away at the age of 43 in Austin, Texas on September 15th. While the exact cause of his passing wasn't immediately disclosed, his spokesperson confirmed that he'd been battling manic depression. Born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Billy Miller made quite a splash on the soap scene when he landed the role of Richie Novak on All My Children back in 2007. After 2 years on that show, he stepped into the shoes of Billy Abbott on The Young and the Restless. Fun fact, he was the fourth actor to take on that character, and he did so just 3 weeks after leaving All My Children. He worked as Magic on Y&R for 6 years, even clinching 3 Daytime Emmy trophies during a stint. Now, here's an interesting tidbit. Billy's journey into acting wasn't exactly what his parents had in mind. They were hoping for a college degree in business, but Billy had other plans. He later shared in an interview, "My dad had a mini heart attack but came around, and now he's a big Texas guy who watched daytime TV." After conquering the soap opera world, Billy ventured into other TV projects, gracing shows like General Hospital, where he played Jason Morgan and Drew Kane from 2013 to 2019. His acting credits also included appearances in Truth Be Told, Suits, Ray Donovan, American Sniper, and Castle. We've lost a Broadway icon, Michael McGrath, the Tony Award-winning actor famous for his role as Patsy in Spamalot. He's passed away at the age of 65 at his home in Bloomfield, New Jersey. Though the cause of death wasn't disclosed, his representative described him as a Red Sox fanatic, bourbon connoisseur, devoted husband and father, and friend to anyone who met him. Hailing from Worcester, Massachusetts, McGrath made his Broadway debut in 1992 in the musical My Favorite Year. Over his remarkable 30-year stage career, he starred in over a dozen different on- and off-Broadway productions, including The Goodbye Girl, Wonderful Town, Memphis, Tootsie, and most recently, Plaza Suite, alongside Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick. But it was his unforgettable portrayal of Patsy in Spamalot that earned him his first Tony nomination in 2005. Broadway stars, including Patty Murin and Spamalot writer Eric Idle, have paid tribute to him on social media, highlighting the profound impact he had on the theater world. It's time to remember the legendary Gary Wright, the man behind those iconic tunes Love Is Alive and Dreamweaver. Sadly, he left us on September 4th at the age of 80. Now, Gary wasn't just your average musician. He was a pivotal figure in bringing synths into the rock and pop music scene. He had quite the musical journey, starting as a member of the rock band Spooky Tooth and then venturing into a successful solo career. But the real magic happened in 1975 when he dropped his breakthrough album, The Dreamweaver. That's where hits like Love Is Alive and the dreamy Dreamweaver came to life. These songs became anthems of the 70s and solidified Gary's place in music history. Fun fact, he also played keys on George Harrison's iconic album, All Things Must Pass, in 1970. Gary's musical talent knew no bounds. Between 1970 and 2010, he gifted us with a total of 12 albums, not to mention his collaborations, an EP, and contributions to various soundtracks. And he didn't stop there. In 2017, he treated us to a greatest hits compilation. Gary Wright's music will continue to be a timeless part of our playlists, reminding us that love is alive and dreams can indeed be weaved through music. A name that rocked the 90s and early 2000s, Steve Harwell, the man at the helm of Smash Mouth, sadly left us on September 4th at the age of 56. Now, Steve's musical journey had quite the start. He wasn't always the face of Smash Mouth. In his earlier days, he was a rapper with the group FOS, or Freedom of Speech, but in 1994, magic happened. Steve joined forces with Kevin Coleman, Greg Camp, and Paul Delisle to form Smash Mouth right in San Jose. And the rest, as they say, is history. Smash Mouth was a powerhouse known for some catchy tunes, including Walkin' on the Sun, All Star, and a groovy cover of the Monkees' I'm a Believer. Their music was the soundtrack to a generation, and they left an indelible mark on the pop rock scene. Though Smash Mouth's star might have dimmed a bit as the years rolled on, Steve and the gang kept recording and performing, bringing joy to their dedicated fans. However, in 2013, Steve faced some health challenges, including cardiomyopathy, which led to heart failure and acute vernonic encephalopathy. These setbacks couldn't dim his spirit, though. In 2021, Steve made the tough decision to retire from performing due to these ongoing health issues. His music, however, will live on, reminding us that all that glitters is gold and that Smash Mouth was indeed an all-star in the world of pop rock.